open area is the place that the Egyptian people used to come here and offering their sacrifices, and it's not allowed for them to get any more farther inside. If you look at the top of the capitals here, you can see oriented flowers, you can see palm fronds, you can see different ones, okay? Because today afternoon we are going to visit Luxor temple, and you'll see Luxor temple, the capitals are different over there, okay? And the Karnak temple also different. Why? Because the ones in Luxor pharaonic temples, but this one is the Ptolemy one, or the Ptolemy's temple, okay? And pay attention, want to know the difference between the Greek temples or the temples which built by the Greek and dedicated for the ancient Egyptian gods and goddesses, and the other temple which is built by the pharaohs and dedicated for the ancient Egyptian gods and the goddesses. And this one in the wall actually of the temple or the area, all of these scenes, offering scenes. In ancient time they used to have a big festival here in this temple. It's called the reunion between Horus and the Hathor. They built a temple, the Ptolemies built a temple for Hathor in a place called Dendara, around 200 kilometers north of this place, and the temple of Horus here. How they can meet each other? They used to have like a sacred boat or sacred bark, and they can put the statue of Hathor and this one, and coming or sailing from her own temple in Dendara and coming here to this temple or this place, meeting her lover or her husband Horus here and spending a few days together. After they finishing, she used to come back again. The king have to come by himself to this place or this area for offering sacrifices, for carrying the statue of Hathor, and all the Egyptian people coming, but they cannot get inside the temple. They just waiting outside for see the statue, but not actually see the statue. The statue can be covered by clothes or by linen or something like this, so they can see the sacred boat, but they cannot see the statue itself. If you look in the front here, we can see the two statues. Used to be two beautiful statues. The one on the right hand side, it's now in a bad condition, but the one on the left hand side is kept in a good condition. You can see the falcon with the two crowns on the top of his head. Later on, when I give you free time, you can come and stand in the front of the falcon, and you can take a good shot and get picture. Columns here, and as you know that people started to me because the column looks like the feet of the hippopotamus, okay? So if you look at the columns, in the base of the columns, actually you can see this one or the sample is called Mo. Mo, it means water. And then we can see the tree of life, the temple of life. And then the stem. And then in the top we can see like flower for supporting the roof. All of these columns for supporting the roof. Used to be a very beautiful scenes and very beautiful pictures, but it happened that during the time of the Roman treated the Christians very bad in Egypt, so the Christians fled from the cities and they came to these temples, and they used fire for illuminating the place, for preparing the food, for heating the water, and such kind of the fumes damage most of the ceiling scenes, okay? The question here, why they not cleaning this one? Because even the smoke is considered a part of the Egyptian history, okay? So this is why they're keeping the smoke in the top of this one. Here in the hypostyle hall, we have two rooms, or two small rooms. The room over there is called the consecration room. So the king himself, he used to come during the festival time, he used to change his clothes, and they get the clothes like the priestess, or like the uniform of the priestess, and they get inside the temple, going to the statue of Horus and the statue of Hathor, see the two statues, offering sacrifices, praying for them, asking them to forgive the Egyptian people, and also asking them to make Egypt as one of the great countries all over the world. The second room here, this is called the library room. You know, the Egyptian people were the first people who know the first paper in history. The first paper in history, it's a papyrus paper. The papyrus, it's a sacred plant for two reasons. The stem of the plant, it looks like a triangular shape, which it means eternity, immortality, and everlasting. The top of the plant looks like sun rays, symbol of the god Amun-Ra, the god of the sun. So the Egyptian people used to make out of the plant, they make the papyrus papers, and they can write down in these papers like documents, like for example prescriptions sometimes, and stuff like this, and they keeping here inside this one. And the priests can teach the children, and they can teach the students how they can read, how they can write, how they can also be in a university or whatever, or having a master in a certain science or a certain field, and so on.